you kind of instantly realize ki, yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
And I think that happened the moment I met each of them.
Because that really decides the life of an actor. Matlab, for me, I think that's extremely important.
I think it's the most idiotic films. Some of them are pathetic, stupid films, but they've made a lot of money.
Hello, dosto. Welcome to the Bollywood talk show on IWMBuzz. This is your host, Shubhajit. I am going to be talking about a very interesting subject today. Ishq, mohabbat, pyar ki baatein. This is what we are going to be talking in a very modern way. I have with me the lovely cast of Modern Love over here, cutting chai. Arshad sir over here is rocking and everything.
Thank you,
Haath
sir.
mila lo aap.
Kya baat hai.
I have with me the very gorgeous and talented Chitrangada and the very amazing Nupur ma'am. First of all, ma'am, मैं आपसे सवाल पूछूंगा. They both are absolutely fantastic in whatever stuff that they have done in the past. Right now, you have decided to, club them together in one project with whatever vision and, the idea that you have. You wanted to progress with them.
Very smart woman.
Absolutely. So that is the first pointer goes to you for that. But how did this pairing happen? Like, was it the plot or, you wanted to work with them? Wo casting kaise hua? I want to know more on that.
I think Rangita had already reached out to Arshad.
Yeah.
And we talked about Chitrangada. She sent her the script. We met, and I think when you meet, you kind of instantly realize ki, yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
And I think that happened the moment I met each of them, and there was a lot of synergy, and I think.
No, but what was it about him which was like Danny?
Yeah. I don't know. I met him in his in his man cave.
So?
And he was just. He was smoking, he was chatting,
and girl.
No, and he had so many ideas. He kept like talking about Danny, and I was like, we walked out of that meeting, Rangita and I was like,
this is Danny.
This is it, this is it.
Wonderful, wonderful, smooth as butter. But मुझे एक चीज बताइए, sir and ma'am, आप दोनों. I want to know from your end. When mainstream actors, like when I say mainstream, I'm saying film people who have had quite a good amount of work done in cinemas. When you associate with projects like these, which are important stories to tell. How important is it as actors to do that and take the message forward?
It is good scripts. That's it. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a bad script and you have a big film or a big cinema, it doesn't make a difference. You as an actor will be called out. But if it's a small film and the script is good, you as an actor will again be called out for good work. So it just मतलब at bottom line, and I think this is very clear. जितना भी हम काम इस समय देख रहे हैं, चाहे वो big films हैं, big screen पर हैं या OTT पे हैं, as long as you're doing content and you're doing good work, that's the bottom line. उसके आगे पीछे I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Because that really decides the life of an actor. मतलब for me, I think that's extremely important for someone like me.
Yeah.
Your life as an actor depends on the work you do. चाहे big screen है, small है, it doesn't really matter.
And I remember during I think Bob Biswas as well, you told me that you're looking forward to challenging scripts like that in a very interesting way.
Different, like just as different as it gets. I think I'm happy. Yes.
So when she heard the script, she said, "Script is lovely." Then said, "Who's your co-star?" Arshad said, "That's challenging. I want to do this."
That's the point.
Now it's getting challenging.
That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Now you know.
How the hell would I work with him? Yeah.
You want to add something to what she said, sir? What did you say? This is some real laughter marathon happening over here.
No, that's good. Yeah.
OTT and
Yeah. I think see the fact is either ways, whatever you do,
Yeah.
Film works, everybody works.
Yeah.
Okay, film doesn't work, nobody works. That's pure and simple. So you just have to choose good projects and do it. Yeah.
Correct.
And I think for actors, of course, we like acting. So it doesn't matter where we do it, what platform it is on. It's just that your style of acting kind of changes where it is. So OTT पे एक अलग किस्म की acting है because realistic है सब कुछ.
Yes.
और commercial अलग है because वो एक अलग world अलग है. वहाँ पे पुष्पा जैसी acting करना पड़ता है. So it's all various. So that works perfectly fine.
Yeah. But ma'am, tell me something. Whenever there are stories like this, different stories clubbed together in one project, of course you have your entire faith on your project, but the overall net result of how good Modern Love is will depend on how good all the 6 stories do. Your one is in your control, but the other 5 is not in your control. So somewhere down the line, when you are a maker of such kind of projects, are you skeptical?
The other directors feel the same way about her.
I mean, have you seen the lineup of our directors?
Actually, I was just thinking, have you seen the lineup?
Yeah.
Like,
have you seen the lineup of directors?
Of course.
Vishal,
But
Alankrita.
I mean, okay, so this is my second anthology, and yes, you're right. You only have faith in your, when you're actually directing,
Control.
you can only control your film, right?
correct.
And your script. And I mean, even in the earlier anthology and this one, I haven't read the scripts of the others, and they haven't read mine. So the thing is,
I think
it's also about friendship and
Mutual trust,
and all of that. We all.
even the production
trust
comes
us,
into
yeah.
the play, Rangita and Prithishnan, these guys are bright people, and they know what they're doing.
fantastic
You look at the
producers.
directors they've chosen, look at the stories, look at the actors.
Yes.
I mean, it's brilliant.
You just can't go wrong. As
Just
simple as
can't.
that.
It's so good. All the actors are so good. Great directors,
But
beautiful
Rangita
stories.
seriously is amazing.
Yeah, wonderful.
Went
She's a
into
bomb.
the
She's
detail
a
of
dynamite.
what my hairstyle will be. How are we going to make you look slightly different than what Chitrangada people see, or this glam look that you have? How do we completely deconstruct
break it?
you when you look like
Me,
a
they didn't
young
give a
person?
damn, They just didn't give a shit about me.
They didn't
Arshad
have
Warsi,
to
the name is
do
enough.
this, I swear.
You don't need to really think about it.
Beyond help. Next item.
But sir, tell me something, the last time when I was talking to you during Durgamati, you mentioned this very important thing that, because you have a naturally good sense of humor at times, you tend to improvise in your own ways in order to add certain things. Now, whatever the director accepts, that is their call.
Yeah.
You don't interfere in that, but you add your own improvisation.
You
So
got
did you
to
have
do it.
anything, any inputs to share over here?
100%.
I
100%.
think all actors should at least make an attempt, offer.
No, he is really,
Must do that.
his
Karna chahiye
improvisations, his suggestions, hers, they've all been
teamwork.
sort of.
My
it's a teamwork.
improvisation suggestion, she took her, she didn't take. So it was like this. Mil jul ke humne कहा, अच्छा अच्छी है
मेरा alone का मतलब.
But if you have something that is a little more than just being an actor, I think you should do your best to put it forward. So I think it's important, because a film, there's so much of effort that goes into it, and if you can help beyond what you are paid for, it's nice.
And sometimes what happens is writers are sitting in a room and writing.
Yeah, farak padta,
When you're
bahut
actually
farak hai.
playing it and you're feeling the moment and you're enacting it,
Different ballgame.
then what comes is very real. Your
it's a
input is
different
very
thing.
real then.
It's
So
different.
I think that's
On set,
Helps.
there's
There's a
the
different
mind works
magic and there's a
differently.
different
translates.
buzz and a lot of the improvisation that comes out, a lot of it you have to throw out, and a lot of it you
course.
keep as well, I mean.
It's like you take the good ones and then move ahead. But, Chitrangada and Arshad sir.
Like I'll tell you. So for that which people have seen, that's what I'm talking about, the Elvis, right? We had a guitar, this and all that, but that guitar was restricting my movement. She said, third out. The guitar was chucked immediately.
Yeah.
Wow.
So suddenly there was so much of freedom to move around, and it looks nice. That's it. So it's just put on the spot what you can do.
Exactly. Just go ahead with whatever that goes
Yeah.
right. But I want to know this from both of you. You guys have been there for so long, and you guys have been doing versatile work in whatever best capacity possible. Of course, when it
What are you
comes
trying
to
to say? You are so old and be working for so long.
I'm just
Whatever little you all are getting, you all are managing your life. कितना घटिया तरीके से सवाल पूछता है जलील सा, मतलब बेइज्जत करके सवाल पूछता है. Yes, please continue.
I
Sorry.
just want to say that you guys are experienced in
Thank you
whatever
very
stuff
much.
that you have done.
You
I hope
reading the
that balances
subtitles.
out.
Definitely balances out.
फिर बोल, put foot in mouth. Go on, continue.
हो गया sir. और emotional.
What do you want to ask?
Yeah, but that's exactly what I want to say, that overall with experience you also your sense of understanding develops and gets better as well. Still you can't really crack which is the perfect script, but how do you get close to that as individually as actors? Like when you are reading a script or when you hear a story, how do you understand this is going to work for me and this is not going to work for me? I want individual
See,
opinions.
I'll be on. First of all, nobody knows.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody knows. If we knew, we would only make hit films.
Yes,
Okay,
correct.
one. Two, I believe an actor must be intelligent, even if he's not a very good actor. He must be a very intelligent person. That is important. To understand a director, to understand a script, to understand when somebody tells you what to do, or what the director wants. So I feel dumb people should not act. Even if you're a good actor, avoid it. You got to be a little intelligent to become an actor, because you are going to have to understand a lot of people and a lot of people's point of view. What were you talking about earlier?
Like in terms of script choosing.
Script.
Yeah.
It's a gut feel. Okay, it's a gut feel. You feel. So I look at it from the point of view, I hear a script, I say, and I don't look at it from my role point. I say, do I want to see this? You know, and if it makes me feel with the narration or with reading the script that I want to see this, that is my first thing that gets me to it. And after that, you got to have faith in the crew, your directors, your writers, and your DOP, that they're going to do the rest of the job. And you just have to do the best you can. But it's a gut feel. Beyond that, you can't do much.
Beyond it, yeah, you can't help it. Like what happens to the end product, you can't. There's only so much that you can, possibly take a call on, and then there's because it's such a collaborative. There's so many people, right from till the editing table, right from where the background score will go. I mean, you just don't know. There's nothing in your
so many
control.
different sensibilities.
So then it's all up to them, and yeah.
And one last question to all three of you. Of course, it's a challenging industry to be in. Some work will be appreciated, some work will not be appreciated. At the back of your mind, I hope, touch wood, this project is a huge hit. But at the end of the day, there will be, it's a balance of highs and lows, right? So how do you guys mentally deal with low points in order to ensure that you bounce back strong and come back harder the next time? I'm talking about the mental approach.
I think you have to have the faith in yourself and your talent to say that, oh, this didn't work.
Yeah.
Maybe, and something doesn't work for like a whole bunch of reasons, right? I mean, you just have to, it's like boxing, right? Somebody knocks you out, you just get up and started it again.
For me, I'll tell you what, I like something, I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not. All right? I like it. There are projects that I've done which are huge success. I hate them. I think it's the most idiotic films. Some of them are pathetic, stupid films, but they've made a lot of money. Idiotic films. You can't make me like it because it's made money. The same way, you can't make me hate it because it hasn't made money. It's very simple. This project, people like it, don't like it, I like it. It's lovely. It's beautiful.
Your personal conviction.
My sensibility doesn't have to be yours, and yours doesn't have to be mine.
Correct.
Art is so subjective, in a
Absolutely.
sense. Of course, our art is connected to business.
Yes.
In a sense, and economics, and unlike a painting or whatever. So,
how do you deal with failure when something goes wrong? And of course, you're still bounced back from those situations. So how do you mentally deal with that? Do you let it be, or do you just have any set plan or formula to go ahead?
She's got a gun and she got what board she fires.
Tony Montana. Well, I mean, see, you don't have a choice. Firstly, you have to bounce back. There is no choice. I mean, you have to. And then, I mean, with God's grace, because you've done decent work, there will be someone that you will end up working with, or, get some work that will help you put yourself out there again. But you don't have a choice. You have to bounce back. And thankfully, I feel the profession that we are in, we are very lucky that we do get these chances. And people are kind to you in that sense. I mean, I feel that you do have a chance to prove yourself all over again.
I think films are very transparent. If you've done a good job, it is visible, whether the fate of the film. So I always feel as an actor, you have to do your job. I mean, everybody has to do their job to the best of their ability, but if you have done it, and even if the film hasn't done well, the people, the filmmakers like Nupur would see a film and say, I don't care if the film did, that guy was good, the girl was good, she was good, finished, you understand? Absolutely. And that is all you're looking for.
Probably,
Correct.
the thing is that everybody has an opinion on what a good film is or not.
Very subjective.
Are you going to listen to everybody? You can't. You'll go crazy. So you just have to trust your gut, move on.
Just follow your instincts, gut feeling, and go ahead. But then thank you so much for talking to us on the Bollywood Talk Show. IWMBuzz. It's a pleasure. Modern Love Mumbai. I hope your project only gets a lot of love from the audience. Thank you so much. All the best for everything that you do in the future.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much.
That's a wrap today on IWMBuzz. Stay tuned for more. Thank you so much.
I'm Arshad Warsi.
This is Chitrangada.
Hi, I'm Nupur.
And you're watching IWMBuzz Bollywood
Talk Show.